the ASMR work. I have no idea how this works. It's so weird. But I'm trying. I'm trying to make an ASMR, right? But it doesn't seem to work. No ASMR. Fuck. It's over. Yeah, welcome. Hello, everyone. Hello, how are you doing? How is the mic? How is the mic? We're trying to have a new mic today. Yeah, welcome third party. Welcome Lebring. How are you guys doing? Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Hold on, let me make myself... God damn it. Wait a sec. Okay, we're so back. We're so back now. That's insanely high quality. Are you like fucking with me? Because I don't know. I don't know. I just got this mic on like Wednesday, and I kind of like tried to configure it, right? It's like very loud too, I think. Although maybe I need to like not lean. Seriously, sounds great. That's good. That's good. Yeah, because I had like a problem when I was configuring it. Also, why am I still so large? There we go. That's more of a normal size than. There we go. There we go. But yeah, as I said, I just got this mic like on Wednesday, I think, and then I was like trying to configure it. I had like a lot of problems. I couldn't like get rid of noise, and also there was stuff like you could hear my mouse and stuff like that. I think I managed to fix it. I think you can. I mean, sometimes you can like hear my mouse, but it's not like, you know, when there's like silence. Then you can't hear it. Then you can like hear the mouse, right? Made 2 million Delta Force. Congratulations. Congratulations. I hope it's good because, as I said, I haven't played that game. But yeah, I hope that's good for you. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy your time with that game. But how are you doing, guys? Hope you're having a great Friday. Hope you're doing great. Yeah, I'm still on my hiatus, technically, actually. Type out the full lorem ipsum. We'll check. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can, like, when I'm, like, talking, you can, like, hear it a bit. Yeah, now, I think you can, like, hear it, like, once in a while. But oh, thank you for the CP, thank you. But generally, I think I've managed to, like, hide it, basically. Can hear it ever so slightly. Yeah, that's why I told you. You generally can't hear it, but sometimes you can. I think that's where the... God, how was it called? What was that thing called? Yeah, I think that's where the compressor like kind of stops working for a bit. You can hear it clearly. But yeah, you know, it's weird. It's weird, but yes, as third party said, shouldn't be an issue. So thank you for the sippy. Yeah, let's try out sippy. Let's see how sippy sounds. Yeah, this will be like high quality sippy, it seems. Oh, there we go. I actually wonder what you can and you can't hear. I had like a good idea of what you could hear. SFMR, exactly. Yeah, basically had like an idea of what you could hear when I was using my headphone mic, but now, you know, I have no idea. Maybe you can like finally hear my squeaky chair now. Also, I may be a bit too loud. Let me just... there we go. There we go, that should be good. Hopefully it's not like blowing your eardrums. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, I think that should be like a nice... That should be like a nice compromise. Although I need to be careful, I can't like lean too heavy into that mic, right? Because I'll blow up your eardrums. So I'm so sorry for that if that happens. But yeah, let's do the squeaky test. Let's see if you can like hear my squeaky chair. So yeah, let me just go and start moving around. Yeah, you can even see me moving. That is so Jover. You're getting bot first in the stream. Exactly. Exactly. But don't worry, I killed him, so it's all good. Hello, Squeaker Sufferer, but yeah, can you like hear the squeak? Is it like very noticeable? Because as you can see, I'm kind of like, can hear it, but again, not an issue. Okay, that's good. That's good, because yeah, even though I'm a fellow Squeaker Sufferer, I was a bit self-conscious about it. So it's good that it's not too much of an issue. But yeah, basically think that OBS filters basically like stop at some point when you like, or like dissipate somehow. So basically that's why you can hear that stuff. Although that's my theory. I have no idea how audio works. I have literally no idea how audio stuff, for as I said. You know, that's not good because you know I am kind of like I do make music sometimes, so I should know, but I don't. I'm like a Philistine. Still no Zan emotes or redeems. Yeah, you don't have redeems, but you have the commands, right? So that's like a you can use that. You can use that instead. That's why it's here, right? That's why it's here. Mario, exactly. You can use Mario. Oh, yeah, you have this new mic. We have to make the most of it now. Oh, oh, Bowser. I mean Mario. Don't stop. Yes, yes. Mario about to crop. Yeah, how was it? Was it like high quality Mario now? Oh god, it blew up right now. It really kind of like blows up sometimes. 3 out of 33. Thank you, thank you. One may even say 44 to 44, right? High quality. That's good. That's good. Although I may put the mic a bit, yeah, just a bit further away. Yeah, I'm just having this little feeling that sometimes I'm like too blown up, but other times I'm like too quiet, and I don't really know. I think that maybe that just that filters. I think that maybe filters. I need to like maybe possibly do something about it. New solo leveling game is coming, which is like Hades. You actually don't know that anime. I know it's an anime, right? But I have not watched it. But yeah, maybe good. Maybe good if it's like Hades. If it's like anything like Hades, I mean. You know, Hades is a quality game. I'm still like playing the second game, the second Hades. I mean, it's pretty fun. It's like a really good game. You sent the trailer. Okay, thank you, thank you. Although, as I said, yeah, I think we'll watch it because you know it's not something I'm familiar with. I mean, aside from the Hades part, I do know what Hades is kind of because I did play Hades, not on stream though. Yeah, I don't think I want to spread play Hades on stream. I think I went too far in the game now to like start the streams. So yeah, that's a shame, I guess. That's a shame because Hades is pretty good, but we still have like plenty of options when it comes to games. You want a solo leveling game where you get shit on by Igris? Yeah, I have no idea who that is, but sounds powerful. So yeah, if it's like Hades, maybe you'll get your wish. Hades is pretty tough. I mean, the first game is. Second is like not that hard as the first one. Although I do enjoy that game. Like I think I mentioned that before, but basically from what I've seen or from what I've heard, yeah, basically heard one person said that Hades 2 is basically like what Diablo 2. I want to say Mario 2. Oh god, my brain's ruined. But yeah, basically I've heard like an opinion that Hades 2 is basically what Diablo 2 was to Diablo 1. Which I do agree with that assessment. I do agree with that assessment, which is basically like worse story and atmosphere, but like much better gameplay when it like comes to grinding and stuff like that. So yeah, this is quite. I'd say this is quite accurate. But yeah, I do really enjoy that game. I need to like play it again. It's been a few weeks. I've been kind of out of the loop, mostly because of the Europa Universalis 5 and the Halloween stuff. That like took all of my attention. But yeah, we have a hiatus right now, in case you don't know. Yeah, I've been on like a hiatus for like a week or so. And since that hiatus started, this is like our third stream. Yeah, we had like 2 Europa Universalis 5 streams, and then we have this one. Maybe you have one tomorrow as well, I don't know. Depends if I actually want to, because you know, I kind of wanted to chill this weekend, have a time for myself, you know, just have a nice weekend in my normal cell, and just have it to myself and just get some rest. But what can I say? I do like streaming. I do like doing this stuff. So maybe I will stream tomorrow. Although I do recognize that that it is important to just have some rest and, you know, touch some grass. Like I did today. I did touch some grass today. Yeah, it's good. Grass is good. You guys should touch it sometimes. I do recommend it. Although it is getting a bit colder though. It may be a bit too cold to touch grass soon. So, you know, touch grass till you can. Until there is still grass, I mean. I do quite recommend it. But yeah, today's day was a bit. It was fine. It was fine. I don't know about your guys' days. If you have like a nice day, then feel free to share with the class. Feel free to share in the chat. But when it comes to me, it was pretty alrighty, right? Yeah, basically, I basically like I had some stuff in my job. We were doing stuff I wasn't supposed to be doing since I was about to do my other task, which is like my regular task, but a new stuff came out that I have to like take care of, unfortunately, and that took most of my time, and that made me a bit angry, you know, since I really wanted to do my normal task, which it's a bit overdue because I didn't get the data I was supposed to use for this task. I was basically supposed to get that data like 2 weeks ago, but I got it like a week ago on Friday. But like that guy who was supposed to send it to me, like just send it to me. Yeah, he did send it. He did send it to me just on Friday when I was on vacation. So yeah, I couldn't do anything with that. And then basically for the entire week I was like doing other stuff I had to do. And finally when I could go and sit down and do that task, yeah, another stuff came out, which I think I did finish. So I may be able to finish on Monday. I'll be able to do my daily grind on Monday. I finally finished my task. Because it may be daily grind and all of that stuff, right? But I do want to do it properly. I want to do my duties. That's what they pay me for. I mean, they do pay me for bullshit as well. But the daily tasks are the most important, I think. And I have to pay my debts, right? I have to pay my debts and also like get more money so I can buy more games. That would be nice. That would be nice. Yeah, unfortunately, Europa Universalis 5, another game I will buy. Maybe today. I haven't bought it yet, but I was supposed to. Is Verho, The Curse of Faces. I think that's the full title, right? It was Verho. That's what I remember. Hold on, let me check. Let me check. It came out on Monday, I think. It's called Verho, The Curse of Faces. Yeah, I wanted to play it on launch, but there's like 2 reasons why I did not play it on launch. In fact, I play Europa Universalis 5 instead. But yeah, one reason was that this game is pretty popular. It's like pretty popular, right? So I don't think it like needs any more attention, right? Or rather, it doesn't really need attention direly, because I'm not like a big guy, so I can't really like give a lot of attention to it, or bring attention to it rather. That's a better way to put it. So yeah, that's why it's not like a big priority. But also, I'm a bit stingy, A bit stingy. Basically, like during the Halloween sale, I sold some of like the rest of my Counter-Strike stuff. It wasn't even in Counter-Strike 2, it was still on Global Offensive, like years ago. Like yeah, that was like a stuff I've managed to get like 12, 13 years ago. At least. It was probably even like farther or older than that. But I haven't played that game since forever. Yeah, I did try to play a bit of Counter-Strike 2, but I don't know, it didn't click with me as much as I did, Counter-Strike kind of lost its charm after Counter-Strike Source, if I have to be absolutely honest, but still. So yeah, basically like I had some stuff I could sell. I had like I have no idea what I sold actually. Like some old skins, like they were so old that I don't even remember them. Counter-Strike 1.6 was peak, exactly. Preach, brother, that's true. Yeah, the one's still like alive. You can still play it. Yeah, although I'm not sure about the server's nationality. Maybe Russians. Yeah, maybe Russians and Brazilians. Those are still probably alive. Because yeah, I'm pretty sure it still is. But the Counter-Strike source, unfortunately, I don't think it is anymore. Which is very sad. That's like my favorite, which is an unpopular opinion, but I really did like this. I really did like Counter-Strike Source. Also, that was like this. It's hard to explain. It's like this. It has this like very early Source 1 charm, which it's like playing on a Garry's Mod map, which it's basically true because most Garry's Mod map back in the day were made from Counter-Strike Source assets. So basically playing Counter-Strike Source game is basically playing Garry's Mod, or having like the same kind of aesthetic experience, which is very, very cool. I mean, People agree, right? People agree. You have like this entire genre, right now of like liminal spaces, and you know, wow, empty multiplayer map. I'm going insane. Blank pink checkerboard instant intensifies. Exactly. That does help in the vibe as well. But yeah, I do really enjoy that vibe. It's actually nice. It's actually relaxing, especially since you know I did used to make maps, right? I did make maps for Source, which I still want to do a mapping stream for this. But yeah, I know, I just can't find like a good moment actually for it. Probably not this year. I'll probably like keep like putting it putting it away, right? Until I finally do it eventually. Yeah, not this year though. Not this year. I'm like having problem. I'm having a problem, right? To fit everything in this year, let alone the next one. So yeah, there are some problems here. But I really want this to happen. So yes, it might be next year. That would be nice. That would be very nice. I really enjoy mapping in Hammer. Yeah, Hammer may be like an absolute dogshit tool, but it has it has soul, right? It has so much soul. And I don't know, you know, I just spent so much time in it that you know, it's kind of like the jank became a charm, like as I said, soul, right? Yeah, basically. Need another sippy. But yeah, basically, like return to my day, or return to Verho. We can return to my day later. But yeah, basically, I sold those items. I got like $2 from it. So it's a code for Pavlovian masochism. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Or you know, Stockholm syndrome. That works too. That works even better, probably. Yeah, you may put it like that, right? Whenever you see Soul in a game, in like a junky game, like for example Hitman Codename 47, or I don't know. I'd like to say Gothic, but Gothic it's actually like I still think like Gothic is a pretty good game in spite of its jank. I'm looking for a better example, like a one that may be as good as Hitman. But you know what I mean, right? You basically get Stockholm syndrome by the game to like it. Because you know it's so janky, especially that Hitman game. Like Hitman Codename 47 is such a jank. That's basically like a miracle that this series became popular in the first place, right? Also, welcome, Karen. Hello. How are you doing? How was your day? How was your Friday? Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Yeah, we're trying to be high quality, although yeah, I'm still having like this little feeling that my mic like keeps getting blown up to high heavens. So I'm very sorry if I'm making you deaf by this zatsu. That wouldn't be good. But yeah, welcome. How are you doing? But yeah, to like return to the topic I was about to. Yeah, basically like lost that topic like 2 times already, but still. So yeah, basically I got those $2 from those CS:GO items, right? And because you know when I saw the price for Verho, when you like get all the elements together, right? You see how the game looks. You see the potential quality of the demo, because I did mess with the demo a bit. And then you see the price and you're like, not worth it probably, not for this price range. But you know, and then you like, and then you like decrease the price by $2, and there's like, okay, that makes a bit more sense. So basically, I was waiting for those $2 to get into my account, because yeah, I think you need to like give Steam your phone number for it. But if you don't do that, if you like skip giving Steam your phone number, but you still have like an old account, because my account is like, how old is my account? Maybe like 15 years old or something. Yeah, it's literally 15 years old. It will be 16 in December. Oh god. And you know, I still have like the previous one as well, which is even older, but I have like literally no games there. I'm pretty sure I lost the password as well. But yeah, I only had like an orange box there. So, which you know, was like peak, but still. Hack bros, exactly. Exactly. But don't worry, it could be worse. It could be worse. You could be like an early adopter of Steam, which is like 2003 and 2004. Imagine being that old. Couldn't be me. It could be me, actually. Anyway. But yeah, basically when you have like an old account, but you don't give the Steam your phone number, then when you like sell something on the workshop, then you have to wait like 2 weeks. You have to like wait like 2 weeks, so they will like transfer the money you got from the sale to you. So yeah, basically it just happened that those 2 weeks just happened this week basically. And yeah, I had this like message, right? That my money is pending. So I was just waiting for it to like finally go to my account or to my Steam account, so I could use it for Verho, which I still haven't bought yet. I will buy it after the stream. Yes, if we do stream tomorrow, if we do that, which will most probably be, I think in the early hours, like close to noon for me. I don't know what time of day would it be to you. But if I do that tomorrow, then we'll probably play Verho. I may actually like put the music a bit louder, now that I think about it. Yeah, I've been monitoring the audio constantly, no BS. Hold on, maybe let's try this. Yeah, I think this should work a bit better. Yeah, we're still having the growing pace of the mic. Basically, I guess this stream is like a big test of it, which isn't the title, right? That's how I titled the stream, like the mic test. But yeah, tomorrow Verho, most probably. If not, then it'll either be no stream or something else. But honestly, I have like no idea what else could it be, to be honest. Like, I can say, I'm sorry. But as I say, probably get Verho. That game looks pretty good. I mean, it does look pretty good, but maybe not for the price. I think it's like a... Hold on, how much is Silksong? It's literally the price of Silksong. So yeah, I don't know. Well, as I said, I am quite... Yes, that's why you didn't buy it. Yeah, exactly. It looks a bit expensive after like what I've seen in the demo and such. Because you have to remember, this game has like a different issue, if you can call it that. Basically, this game is claimed to be... It like claims to be inspired by Kingsfield, right? But it's not the full story, and the dev admitted it actually. Because this game is it's not inspired by Kingsfield. It's actually like a Souls-like game, that's one thing. But the second thing is that, as I said, it wasn't inspired by Kingsfield. It was inspired by the video essay about Kingsfield, which was made by Modular. I know it's a very good essay, by the way. You should watch it. Hold on, I'll give it to you in the chat so you can check it out. But yeah, basically the dev admitted that that was the main inspiration, a fucking video essay about Kingsfield. It's just so sad because I do like Kingsfield's gameplay. I have to like admit it. I mean, it is very janky, but I do like it. And yeah, it's just very sad that most people, when they say Kingsfield, they mean Dark Souls but first person. And if you played Kingsfield for like 5 minutes, then you would know it's like not true at all. Kingsfield is like basically a junkier version, like a junkier 3D version of Ultima Underworld. You still never played it. You should. It's good. Yeah, the very first game, the Japanese version, is like 5 hours. Yeah, it's like 5 hours long. I mean, you will get lost, so it will be a bit longer. But it's pretty like a, it's like a very simple game. It is janky though, so you have to like watch out for that. But it is a pretty simple, pretty enjoyable dungeon crawler. It's like a very simple, no nonsense game basically, which I do appreciate. But as I said, I do appreciate Kingsfield's gameplay. It's a shame we don't actually get actual Kingsfield inspired games. What else are we doing today? We're just yapping today. We're just yapping. And yeah, by the way, here's that video essay I told you about. As I said, it's very, very good actually. It is a good video. I can see why someone got inspired by it. But yeah, we're just yapping today. We're yapping, we're trying to test the mic, basically. Honestly, I don't really have like a mood to like play anything right now. Not on this PC at the very least. And I can't really like switch the PCs. Oh yeah, that's right, I remember. I almost forgot. There was a second plan for the stream, like yesterday, which was actually involved a second PC as well. But yeah, basically I want to do the same stream as I'm doing right now, right? However, I also wanted to try out this Steam streaming service because when you have like two PCs and both have Steam, which you know both my PCs have right now, you can basically stream gameplay from one PC to another. Which you know my second PC is much better, so I would like to see how that streaming works, right? New Steam is crazy, exactly. There's like so many features. That's why Steam is like the king, basically. And literally like no one comes close. In Gaben we trust, exactly. Exactly. They also like did announce new tech recently, right? They announced like this new Steam console, or you know rather Steam Mini PC. Which honestly, if I didn't bought that new PC, like at those few months ago, I would probably be interested in that one. Like honestly, I don't really use that new PC for like anything else than games. Like I still use my normal PC, which works fine, still has Windows 10 and all of that. But yeah, the second PC for games is like very good. It's very useful, especially for streaming. But yeah, basically I wanted to try the streaming thingy. And I had a good candidate. Basically, I downloaded Fallout 4 because that game is like 10 years old. I think this week. Yeah, I think this week this game like became 10 years old. And they gave everyone who had like Fallout 4 and all DLCs, which somehow I did happen to do that, even though I hate the game. God, that game is awful. But yeah, I decided, you know, I'll play that game. It was like 10 years, right? It was like 10 years. It was like 10 years. You know, maybe it's good. Maybe it's suddenly good or something. And if it's not, then I still can like make fun of it, right? It'll be fun, and I can like test this streaming service, right? So yeah, basically, I installed the game. I launched it. I got like this big pop-up that said, "Oh wow, it's Anniversary Edition. It's like installed. Check it out." Just confess right now, which city mods are you using? I actually never modded that game. I swear to God, I never modded Fallout 4. I only played vanilla. Yeah, I played vanilla for like 20 hours. I basically got stuck in the Radiant quest, which I didn't realize that I was in a Radiant quest. And when I did realize that this was like a random quest, right? That just keeps going. I got so mad that I just uninstalled the game and never touched it for like 9 years or so, something like that. Fuck Radiant quest, exactly. I hate that shit. It's so bad. What was my reaction to the thing you sent me? Which you said it looks like me. Yeah, I did answer you, right? I did say I can see the resemblance, although that thing is like, yeah, it's a bit chibi, it's a bit simplified, but I can see the resemblance. That's for sure. But yeah, to return to my story of Fallout 4. So yeah, I did get that big pop-up that we're playing this new Anniversary Edition, right? And then I loaded my old save, and I noticed something weird. I noticed something weird. The loading thingy that like shows up. There's like this little animation, right? When you load the game. And I noticed something. It's like very, very fast. And then the game loaded, and I noticed, oh no, the FPS is uncapped, and the game speeds up because now there's like no VSync, and the frame rate is uncapped. So basically, the game runs at like 5 times speed or something, you know, which I have not seen in a game. I have not seen it in any game made after like 2009, which is crazy. But yeah, I did went to NVIDIA control panel, right? And capped the frame rate. Added a VSync, like forced VSync, and capped the frame rate. And then the game, you know, works properly and all of that. And then I tried to like learn controls again, right? So I switched my weapon. I switched a different weapon, and I fired one shot, and the game crashed. and then when I opened up the game, I checked out the options again and all of that stuff. And then the game crashed again, and this time it crashed so hard I couldn't like leave it. I had to initiate Windows shutdown to like get rid of the game. So it like basically unfreeze my whole PC. And so yeah, and then I decided, you know what? I think Fallout 4 stream will not happen. So it didn't happen in the end. Also, honestly, modding is the only reason to ever play Fallout 4. Yeah, I know, it's just like every Bethesda game. Aside from maybe Morrowind. I mean, honestly, Morrowind is like still very playable. I mean, you just install OpenMW, which is just a source port, but you know, just like installing GZ Doom, right? But aside from that, you know, It just works. Morrowind is so good. And I have to say, and I have to admit, I'm not like a Morrowind fanatic. I didn't really like that game until like a few years ago, when I gave it an honest try. But yeah, Morrowind is like still good. But like any other Bethesda game, you know, it just needs millions of mods to make it enjoyable. It seems like Fallout 4 needs like even more, to like make it stable. It seems. Alright, and the physics are tied to the frame rate, so it can get interesting. Oh yeah, that's right. I assume that's why the game was speed up. But oh god, I really didn't expect this. You know, I was actually shocked that it happened. Like as I said, I haven't seen shit like that since 2009 at the very least. Yeah, last time I like remember that. I think that happened when I was like playing San Andreas, like the old version, like 10 years ago or so. And it was like very fast. I didn't know why. And you know, and that's because I didn't turn on the VSync, and then I like learned basically. During the Ming Dynasty in China, Mongolia kidnapped the emperor and tried to ransom him, but China just appointed a new emperor. So after the new government got established, Mongolia gave the old emperor back so they could have a civil war as a treat. Yeah, that sounds like something from Crusader Kings. That's pretty funny. But yeah, this does sound something like, you know, Paradox game. Which we are, yeah, I've been playing a lot of those recently because of Europa Universalis 5. Loves in Khan, exactly. You know, it's just steep things, right? It's just what happens when you live in the steppe for so long. You get a strange sense of humor, basically. In Fallout 76, on launch, people quickly discovered that you can outrun others if you just look down and limit the amount of things rendered. Oh god, Bethesda. I'm still like surprised that it took people so long to start shitting on them. I'm surprised it took like to Fallout 76 before that started to happen. Because holy shit, that company is something. Oh boy. Although I am a bit. I do have a bit of regret that that didn't work, right? Because it does seem like a decent game to like play mindlessly for like 5 hours or something, and then like, I don't know, uninstall it and like, I don't know, play something else, like play fucking Roblox instead of Fallout 4. But it's a shame. There is some stuff to like in Fallout 4, as rare as it is. I do like the graphics. I mean, if you like disconnect the game from Fallout and from like, you know, old Fallout atmosphere, especially Fallout 1, then you know, the game does look quite cool. It does have like, it is a cool game, I guess. That's why normies like it, right? That's why this TV show is so popular, because it's still like kind of like cool setting in a way. If it's like Flanderized to hell right now, it is still a pretty cool setting, right? You see someone could compare Bethesda to Glock. Got popular with a good comp product, they started releasing the exact same thing in a different skin. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Although I'm pretty sure Glocks are a bit more reliable, right? That's why people still buy Glocks, I guess. Wow, cool retro future. I mean, as I said, if you like disconnect it from like everything else, from like Fallout universe, and just look at the aesthetics, right? Then it is cool. It has like wide appeal, right? Like at the very basic level. Also, I'm blowing up my mic. I'm so sorry. Let's try this. Let's try this. There we go. Also, let me put myself a bit further away from the mic. Okay, that should be better. It shouldn't blow up your eardrums. I'm so sorry for that, by the way. As I keep saying, we're still adjusting to our new tech. But yeah, funny thing about Fallout 4 as well. Basically, I didn't want to buy this game, but I did get it on launch, and I'll tell you why. Basically, my brother, who is like the most normie person ever, he's like the biggest of normie. He's like the, if there was like a dictionary, right? And if that dictionary had a definition of a normie, then my fucking brother would have like his entire biography like on that page, basically. And also a picture as well. but that's like a different. He also did watch the Fallout show, but yeah. Anyway, he did tell me, oh, he wants to buy Fallout 4 on like PS4 because we did share the PS4 back in the day. So I said, okay, I guess we can do that. Even though he like literally have never played Fallout before. Like he didn't even play 3 or New Vegas. But he still wanted to play Fallout 4 because he was like so advertised back in the day, right? So I said, okay, I guess I do like Fallout. Maybe it won't be that bad. So I did say, okay, let's buy it for like a let's split. Let's basically split the let's split the price, let's split the money. So we did buy the game on launch on PS4, which wasn't ideal. And yeah, I didn't like the game, so I said, you know what, fuck it, you get the game, I don't care. Maybe like later, I'll try it out again, but now I don't want to, it's too buggy, and stuff like that. So he did play the game. And then he like, a few months later, like a month later or so, he called me and said, you know what, I saw this fucking game because it's garbage. Like even he couldn't stand Fallout 4. And he was like a target audience. Like he was so target audience, which when when Fallout TV show came out, he said, hey, I do have the Amazon Prime. If you want to watch it, I can give you my credentials. So I said, I guess why not? And I watched one episode of the TV show, and it was very mid. It was like very mid. I said, yeah, I don't want to watch it anymore. Even though it had Kyle MacLachlan, which I do love me some Kyle MacLachlan, and apparently, yeah, he was really good in that episode, and he like appears later as well, from what I know, and apparently he's also really good, but still, even he couldn't salvage Fallout TV show for me, so I didn't watch the rest. Although the ghoul was pretty cool, that's what I remember. Look, as long as he doesn't start salivating over Joshua Graham after launching the game once, or B. Ramnor, and literally never played that game before, and still salivating over Joshua Graham. Fallout 4 aesthetics is leaning way too much into the retro part of retro futuristic. Yeah, it is very weird. It is very weird. They did lose the plot. They did lose the plot after Fallout 3, or after New Vegas rather. It is like, I mean, you can say that Fallout 1 to 3, I mean, less Fallout 3, but more Fallout 1. Like, even in Fallout 3, it was, like, still mostly grounded, right? It was still, like, retro-futuristic, but still mostly grounded. But from, like, Fallout 4 almost, it was like, wow, Nuka-Cola! Wow, everything is nuclear and something, and yeah. Yeah, I don't really like that either, even though, on like, as I said, on, like, a basic level, the aesthetic is really, really cool. I mean, if you like don't look too much into it, if you like stop thinking, which I guess is the prime audience for this game, then you can like enjoy it. So there is that. It does look nice. It does look nice on the screenshot. Because even when I played that game yesterday, and before it crashed, and when I look around, and the game looks like very nice. When you like max out the settings and you like see the world, see like all the models and the fidelity, then yeah, this game looks really nice. It might be like the nicest to look at Bethesda game, from the graphical standpoint, or at the very least, I think it is. I never played Starfield. Guntism, sure, but in Fallout 1 and 2, you had 90s levels of gun designs. Desert Eagles, polymer furniture and bullpup shotguns, cassette hyperbars, assault rifles, so on. Yeah, as I said, Fallout 1 and 2 had like a completely different, a bit more grounded in the 90s as well aesthetic, but still, vaguely retro-futuristic, but still, it was like really, really cool. I mean, much cooler, much better aesthetic than Fallout 4, but Fallout 4 is a it has a bit of that cool factor, which it gives it like a nice look, I guess. Fallout 4, water cooled jacket on an assault rifle. Yeah, Yeah, I think like the especially grudges things in that game were basically like all those pipe guns you could like find it everywhere. Those were disgusting, and also like those like I know like literally every gun in that game is like very angular. It looks like a fucking iPhone device. Now, let me show you. Let me show it. Let me find it and show it on the screen. Fallout for assault rifle. If you know, you know. Yeah, that's the one. Or rather, combat rifle. Fuck, I can get it. Okay, there we go. You can understand it, honestly. Went for a World War I Trench Raider kit on your first Fallout 4 run. Yeah, if you like try, you can like make it work aesthetically in that game. I mean, you can go full hobo, and it looks a bit better than New Vegas. I mean, if there's like one thing I have to like shit on New Vegas for, I mean, aside from like maybe NCR Rangers armor and like, you know, power armors and stuff like that, this game is pretty bad when it comes to aesthetics on your own character. But you know, that's just my opinion. Where is it? Where did I? There we go. Yeah, that's the assault rifle, and this is like still like the least egregious example. But yeah, this gun is quite ugly, and as I said, it's still like one of the better ones. That's like one of the better looking ones. Well, let me find another one maybe. Because holy fuck, some of those guns are hideous. Fallout 4. Let me see. Fallout 4 weapon. Yeah, laser pistol looks kind of alright. 5.5 size mag, chambered in 45 ACP. You know, you have to like... You have to make do in the wasteland, you know. Oh, I found the pipe weapons. Okay, let me just put them on the screen as well. Let me change this one actually. You look at the pipe weapons. This like some Brazilian's nightmare. I mean, they do fit in the setting. I have to admit that. But yeah, they look a bit. Someone was like very high, which you know it's Bethesda. Apparently they made Morrowind like while being completely high, or at the very least the writers were. But yeah, those are janky as fuck. Like as I said, they look like a Brazilian favelas dweller's dream, basically. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of the aesthetic. I think the even like Fallout 3 was like better than this. Yeah, Fallout 3 was still like pretty cool looking game. I mean, it had like cool vibes still. It was like much more fitting to the entire universe of Fallout, I think. You guys they were going for a modular platform kind of feel with the combat rifle, but the end result was just meh. Yeah, I mean, Bethesda weapons are kind of infamous for that, right? I remember like people when Starfield was coming out, people were also like people were very much crapping on the weapons there as well. Unfortunately, the whole Todd found Kirkbride high on shrooms and with a complete Vivek Bible story was apparently false. Yeah, I mean, it's a Todd story, right? It's Todd's story. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same as the chest flap and all the other stories. Yeah. Basically, Todd is kind of like a successful Peter Molyneux, or you know, more successful than him. They do have like a very similar background, right? I mean, they both made successful games once in a while, but then the lies took over. Although, to give some credit to Todd, I think he managed to. At the very least. Okay, maybe Todd is not like a liar. I think Todd is more of a gaslighter, because you know Peter Molyneux was like a liar, right? He was like literally coming out with stuff or coming up with stuff. While he was like presenting the games like E3s and all. But I think Todd was like, even that, like those infamous Oblivion AI videos or like previews from E3 for like Oblivion. From what I remember, what Todd said then was like technically correct. It just wasn't as cool as he kind of built it up upon. So yeah, he was more of a gaslighter there. Which yeah, I assume it like makes sense, right? Todd doesn't lie. Todd just doesn't tell the whole truth, which is gaslighting, right? It is gaslighting in a way. So yeah, I think we should I think we should absolve Todd of lying, of of it, like the accusation of lying, but we should like accuse him of gaslighting instead, basically. Yeah, but yeah, enough about Bethesda, enough about them. As I said, we won't play this game. Okay, I don't know. Maybe someday we will. Maybe they'll patch it. They won't patch it. But maybe I don't know. I don't know. As I said, 2 crashes in a row, and some fiddling around in Nvidia control panel yesterday. Kind of like exhausted my will. So I don't think I'll do it. But yeah, I've been also thinking about other games to play, and now I forgot. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember now. I know 117 came out like yesterday. Let me check. When did it came out. Yeah, it came. Actually, no, it came out. It came out 2 days ago. Actually, oh my god, time flows so fast. I don't know. I guess I just can't read time anymore. But yeah, new Anno game. I do love me some Anno, so I'd love to play it. It's like in Roman times. Yeah, from what I've seen, it's actually like they actually like added land combat to the game, which actually I don't know if they like planned for it, but actually like made this new Anno game, which in case you don't know, it's like set in during Roman times. Like make Roman provinces, like make Roman towns, and. Yeah, basically it's like a stealth successor to the Caesar series, if you remember that one. Oh my god, Caesar games are so old. Like old and forgotten, unfortunately. It's a very cool series, right? It was basically like the... It's hard to explain. It's basically like this nucleus. Like this very first type of city builder, which is, not like a Sim City, right? But a bit more. How can I put it? A bit more. Like bit more focus on micromanagement, right? You basically like you have like basically all control because SimCity is more of a like a garden, right? But those games are more of a you can plop everything you basically want wherever you want, and you control everything. That type of game, that type of city builder. Which I do also like as well. I missed some messages. Small side note about Fallout. You still love to see a straight no frills, no bullshit FPS game in the setting. Fallout Bakersfield might be good, we'll see. Yeah, this game is like looks very promising. I did see that. It's also like made in Doom engine, right? So I'm sure you're like interested about that as well. But yeah, we'll see. It does look very nice. I mean, the graphics are on point. That I have to give to them. It looks like a first-person Van Buren, kind of. But yeah, enough about Fallout. Building the Roman Empire, huh? Yet another case of pandering to the male fantasy. Yeah, plenty of games like that, huh? Especially recently, yeah, this month is like very good for like strategy, right? Yeah, we got Europa Universalis 5, which is very, very good. And also we got, I know, 117, which, had like a very rough demo. But apparently the game is like also very, very good, which I have like no doubt, because it's basically the successor to Anno 1800, and Anno 1800 is very, very good as well. Yeah, I think we may actually like play a bit of that because I need something to cope. I need something to cope because I can't buy it now. I need to like wait for a sale or something, or like wait to the next. Wait for the next month. But yeah, as I said, it is quite surprising, and it does interest me that it does seem to be more of a successor to the, Caesar series, which, it is kind of obscure. And it was as obscure. I mean, they basically have an entire series, right? They had like entire series about of city builders, which are like historical, kind of like city builders at the same style. Which we have like we have like a pharaoh, right? We have like the ancient Egypt game where you play as pharaoh. You also had a Greek game, Cure Ramnorjok's here, and you also have a Chinese game where you like build a Chinese city. And old, exactly old, bold. Yeah, this doesn't work anymore. I'm sorry, this redeem doesn't work anymore. I decided to disable it, at least for a bit. Yeah, the command works. The command is right. I just disable it. But yeah, basically, yeah, it would be fun. It would be fun. It's been a while since this series was like, how can I put it, in a public eye. I mean, it's not in a public eye anymore, right? It still won't be after Anno. After this game. But still, it is nice to see that it does live on in some way. We should stream it sometime. Although I'm a bit afraid of streaming Caesar. Because that game is really, really hard. And I still, after all those years, I still haven't figured it out. So, yeah, I am a bit afraid of that. I may stream Pharaoh though. Fun fact actually. Fun fact about Pharaoh. Pharaoh is actually such a good game that in my country, it was actually literally the only game, the only ever game that was put on the schools. It was like a required reading list. It was like an additional reading list, right? It wasn't like essential, but it was like an addendum or something. So yeah, basically you could go to your school library back in the day. I'm pretty sure you can't do it anymore because it's an old game. But there was a time, even during my time, even when I was in school, you could go to the school library, right? And basically borrow this game because schools stock it as a learning material. And that was so cool. Like I said, the game is actually like really, really good. So yeah, if you're a child in my country, you could just go to your school and get a free copy, and just burn it on your disk, and then just bring it back to the library. Yeah, that's how we rolled back in the day, and that was quite peak. It's a shame that schools don't use more games like that anymore. I guess Minecraft has something like this. Yeah, there's like a school version of Minecraft, right? Where they like learn physics or something like. But it's not the same. It's not the same. Minecraft is good, but still, those games we had in the library, or this game rather, was quite keynote. Was quite peak. It was very good. Just give the plebeians what they want. Bread and games, easy, exactly. Exactly, that's how we do. That's how we do it. That's how we keep your pops nice and happy and content. Like in Europa Universalis 5. They need to add a new resource, or someone need to mod it. Video games and I guess e-girls. To like keep populace happy and like not revolting. Yeah, I got a funny idea. Yeah, Paradox should make like a Europa Universalis, but like in a modern day. And with like modern problems, so we get stuff like, incel rebellion. or I don't know, riots, stuff like that. That would be funny. Although they won't do it, unfortunately. Yeah, I know Paradox wanted to do the... They didn't want to do the modern game. But they did want to make a Cold War game, which is super interesting. It's a super interesting idea. Yeah, I assume it will basically be like a Victoria 2. Just like, it'll be even harder to like wage wars and disturb the status quo and stuff like that. Or status quo, rather. I don't know how to speak. But yeah, apparently they couldn't make it work. Which, yeah, I do assume it will be like pretty hard to make a game like that. Even with like all this espionage and all that spy stuff, I think it will still be pretty hard to like make an actual grand strategy game. I mean, it will basically be like a reskin of, as I said, reskin of Victoria 2, just like with less warfare. So I assume it will like get old quite fast if you're like not into economics and stuff like that and like espionage. But I do assume there's also another reason, you know. I think Cold Wars is still a bit too hot of a topic to like do in a game without offending people. Because I assume there will be like Cold War stuff in there, right? Like CIA. Was getting caught part of your plan? Of course. Anyway. Yeah, I know there exists actually a game like that. Although it's not made by Paradox. But I'm pretty sure it's like a mod to Hearts of Iron 2. But it's like standalone mode. It has like Paradox blessings. So it does exist. I think it's called Supreme Ruler. Yeah, it's called Supreme Ruler. It's, what can I say? It's very autistic because it was made. It was basically made from the bones of Hearts of Iron 2, which also is very autistic. Cold War game and the survival horror with the cinematic voice of Yuri Bezmenov guiding you through the darkness. Yeah, that sounds cool actually. That sounds cool. Although I guess Black Ops games kind of like fit that role, right? But yeah, I think like I feel like a grand strategy game in like Cold War, like all that stuff you could do like in a strategy sense would like be a bit, probably a bit too much. I mean, World War II is like fine, right? Because it was like years ago. It's like almost a century ago. Yeah, yeah, imagine that. It's in like 10 years. Actually, not 10 years. In like 14 years. World War II will be 100 years old. Do you feel old yet? Do you feel old yet? Because we are old. We are. And I can feel myself disintegrate right about now. Ah! Yeah, sorry, I had to do it. I have to like test the mic. Yeah, sorry if that was unpleasant. But yeah, that was me disintegrating. Don't worry though, I'll be fine. But yeah, to return to that game. Yeah, as I said, the game like this exists. It's called Supreme Ruler Ultimate. And it's basically from... Okay, it's actually not the Cold War. I thought it was from the Cold War, but yeah. It's actually from the 1936 to 2020, I think. So yeah, basically like from World War II through Cold War to the modern times. It's basically, you know, like a grand strategy game. But it's very, very hard. As I said, it's very autistic. And it's very junky. It's very junky. It's actually so junky that I actually had to like put it away when I'm in the mood. Because I did try this game, but as I said, it's very, very hard. Like it's too much even for me, right? So I'm like not too into it. Oh yeah, junktism, exactly. Exactly, it's too much junktism to me to handle. Maybe someday we'll like maybe do some streams when I try to learn it. But what can I say? It is harder to learn than Victoria 2. Harder to learn than Hearts of Iron. And harder to learn than stuff like, you know, Workers and Resources or you know, Shadow Empire. And yeah, this game is hardcore. It's way too much. Also, fun fact, it has like it has 2 DLCs, by the way. It has 2 DLCs. One is called The Great War, which extends the game, or you know, it extends the game by giving it the, but like put it a bit back for the World War I, right? And there's a second DLC. There's a second DLC. Do you know what this DLC is about? Take a guess. Take a strong guess what this DLC is about. You know, this is a modern time. This is your hint. This DLC is about modern times. So take a guess. What could it be about? You know what, I'll give you some time. I'll have a sippy while you think. Gee, you wonder. Yeah, wonder. Ooh, that was good. The Sudan Split? Actually, no. This DLC is called... Actually, let me show you. Let me show you. In the browser. God damn it, it's so... You actually can't like find it by a Google search. But yeah, let me show you my browser. And tell me if that's some Sudanese bros not like this. Unfortunately not, but yeah, this is the DLC right now. And tell me if you expected that. Yeah, this is the DLC. It's called Trump Rising, and yeah, basically you see everything you need in the name. Yeah, 2016, very topical. Oh, it's actually before he got elected, I think. But yeah, this is the DLC they did. Yeah, they only have two. As I said, they only have two DLCs. Oh yeah, you can see the Trump. Hold on, I'm covering him. Let me just hide myself for a bit. There we go. Look at this Trump in the banner. This is such a good picture. And here he was expecting something saying like Afghanistan. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Afghanistan is a part of the actual game, right? But Trump is good too. Trump is good too. Actually, let's read the description of this game. Make America great again. Within the United States, civil unrest fueled by racial tensions reaches even higher than the 1960s. To China and Russia, the new US president seems so unpredictable and reckless that it seems so logical to make a preemptive strike rather than wait for him to have a bad hair day and launch a strike against them. In Western Europe, leaders are shaken by their new reality and realize they may have to make concessions to Russia now that America can no longer be relied upon. You can see that this game was made before the, current main conflict, right? Current main conflict where the Russia is involved. And they're still like scary. The European Union itself is in disarray as the UK prepares to leave and forges its own relationships. What does UK wants to do here? What are those relationships? They have like literally none other than Europe. So what are those relationships? Is this China? Or India? I don't know. Okay, what happens in Mexico? In Mexico and even in Canada, militaries are brought to an unprecedented level of readiness over concern of Trump's ambitions. What ambitions? What are his ambitions? What does Trump wants to do? I don't know. Lameo even. It is quite something. It is quite a relic of its time, right? Like as I said, 2016. How will this play out? Will assume Trump's role as the new US leader and guide America to renewed greatness? Or will you instead lead another nation and take advantage of a potentially dysfunctional America to threaten your own ambition? This DLC has take control as President Donald Trump, or try to minimize the damage as another world leader. Yeah, I think those guys may be a bit biased. Clinton's secretary, that is. Have it on good authority, Trump's main goal is to one-up Bill Clinton and fuck his secretary. Oh god. Build the Trump wall, although you might have to pay for it yourself. Yeah, I don't think I own this DLC. I do own the original game. Oh wait, it's free! It's a free DLC. Okay, I added it to my library. There we go. Okay, so wherever we're playing this game on stream, in like unspecified future, you know what we're doing. You know what we're doing. You know who we're playing as. Yeah, I guess it's basically the modern equivalent of playing CSA in Victoria 2 against USA. But yeah, it truly is a relic of its time, right? It truly is. But it kind of like came out of nowhere as well. This game was like, yeah, where did the game came out actually? Yeah, right. Yeah, 2014. So they like waited literally like 2 years, and then they released a DLC to be topical, I guess. But yeah, this happens. This happened, and yeah, I'm still not sure. I'm still not sure if it's like a general satire or if there's some bias there. About 70% split on the bias, but you never know. You never know, right? I mean, he is quite a funny guy. There are reasons to clown on him. That's for sure, right? So there is still that. But yeah, that's something to think about. I don't want to play it now. I kind of like hyped myself. Although that's a bad idea. As I said, this game is very hard. This game is very, very hard. It's kind of like A-Train, right? It's just too. It's a bit too much autism, even for me to handle. I need to be like, I need to have perfect, literally perfect conditions before I can attempt it, basically. But yeah, that's something to think about. That's certain. But yeah, I think that's all the games I want to play. Oh yeah, I was talking about Anno. I forgot about Anno. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe soon. Maybe like next month. I do plan to do a bit of a. I want to try to stream a bit more in December because I assume like two last weeks of December will be out of commission for me. So this may be like a bit of a time to play like a lot of different stuff. Like I basically call it a month of wishes or something like that. We'll play. Becoming fun. We'll be having a lot of fun. I do have some stuff prepared, but yeah, maybe we'll play some Anno 1800. This is a very good game. I do love that game. I mean, Anno is a very good series. I mean, it's one of the two Ubisoft series that are like good. I would say 3, but Rayman is dead. So yeah, basically, it's basically Anno and Prince of Persia, which they can't market those games for shit, unfortunately, which makes them not as successful as they should be. But yeah, I'll be the first to admit it. These new modern Prince of Persia games are really good. You should play them, actually. If you're on the fence, don't worry about it. Just play those games. They're really good. Both the roguelike and the roguelite rather. Both the roguelite and the Metroidvania. They are very good games. I mean, they were shit posted to hell and back, but they are very good games. And then Ubisoft did market them and just left them to die. Yeah, do you even know that the roguelite came out? Because it was like in early access, right? But it did came out. I actually bought it when it came out, so it's like very positive on Steam right now. Made by Dead Cells devs. But basically like everyone forgot about this game, unfortunately. Which is a shame. This game is like smooth as butter. It controls like a dream, basically. And yeah, it's just a shame. We should play it as well. Yeah, I might be more into it than Hades. Because Hades, as I said before, I did play out of Hades already, unfortunately. So I'm a bit too far to like start the streams. But yeah, I only like played a bit of Rogue Prince of Persia. And it's very good. It just controls so well, even on keyboard. It's so good. Yeah, we may play it someday. But yeah, to come back to Anno 1800 is like maybe not one of my favorites, but I do love this game very much. It is very good. As I said, it's one of the good few Ubisoft titles that they still have. Well, speaking of Ubisoft, apparently they're not releasing their stocks or something. So that probably means they're like getting bought by someone. Yeah, take your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Who will the Ubisoft be bought by? If it will be EA or Microsoft, then God help us all. You're buying Ubisoft? Oh, that's actually good, Cameron. I think you'll be a good fit for Ubisoft to like put them at the right track. I mean, they're pretty cheap right now, right? I mean, what's your price, Cameron? What are you paying them? Like a sandwich? Actually, no, sorry, they're like a French, a croissant maybe. Yeah, I think they would do that. This situation is a bit dire, isn't it? Personally, you just love to see a new Prince of Persia game in the style of the first one. Rotoscope sprites and all. Yeah, that won't happen, unfortunately. That won't happen. Although, you should check out the Rogue Prince of Persia, because, as I said, it controls like a dream and animations are really good, because, they were made by Dead Cells devs. And those guys are like really good at animation. So I do recommend it. It may be actually like the closest to the old game. I mean, it's not as slow. But yeah, when it comes to like smoothness, then I'd say it's like a good successor. Because yeah, this game is smooth as butter. A box of onions and a barrel of wine. Yeah, it's like this old. It's like in this old David Lynch short film, right? Which was about American cowboys, right? So there was like those cowboys, and they're like working on their ranch or something, or whatever Americans do. Or cowboys, right? Whatever they do. We need to ask Sun about this. But yeah, basically you see those cowboys in the field, and then they see a man approaching them, a man with a beret, and speaking unspeakable language, and they think they're an alien. So they take his luggage, right? Range. Anyway, we need to bring back Splinter Cell. With current Ubisoft, maybe not. I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah, maybe after you buy them though, maybe you. Oh well, if you buy them, and if you actually want to do, if you want to bring back Splinter Cell, then hire the guys who did the Styx games. They'll be a good fit for Splinter Cell. I think they're also French, by the way. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're French as well. Those guys who made Styx games. Because yeah, those are pretty good. This may work. This may actually work then. New Splinter Cell, but Kojima bought the rights. Oh, God. You know what? That's like the second. That's like the second best thing that may happen. Actually, I would love to see. I would love to see Kojima's Splinter Cell. You know, I know it would basically just be Metal Gear, just like legally distinct Metal Gear, and you know, with Sam Fisher instead of Snake. But that would be something. I'd love to see that. I mean, honestly, I'm pretty sure if Ubisoft made a new Splinter Cell game, they would basically make it, you know, another Phantom Pain, which they actually did. They did make those new Ghost Recon games, which are basically like Phantom Pain clones. Yeah, they're like literally shameless ripoffs. But you know, just with Ghost Recon. Did I say Ghosts in the Shell? Or am I crazy? No, I did say Ghost Recon, right? Anyway, never mind. But yeah, it was basically MGS5 ripoff, so I was assuming a new Splinter Cell would be just like that. Also, now that I think about this, was it like the literal last Sam Fisher sighting was like in a Ghost Recon game as a DLC? Yeah, pretty sure it was. I do own that game actually. I do own this newest Ghost Recon game. Yeah, I may actually play it sometime on my new PC. Apparently they like removed looter shooter elements, like added the mode that plays like more of a hardcore shooter, which, you know, we have like stealth and shit. So yeah, that sounds interesting actually. I did say Ghost Recon. You're quite sure? Okay, that's good, because I was a bit afraid that when I said Ghost Recon the first time, I said Ghost in the Shell. Which, no, it's not fitting at all. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit in this situation. Yeah, what I was talking about? I think I was talking about Anno, which then spiraled into Prince of Persia, which then spiraled into Splinter Cell. But yeah, God, it's such a shame. It's such a shame that what happened to Ubisoft. I mean, even like, you know, even a few years back, right, before they like went full slop, you know, I have to say, yeah, let's say like early Rainbow Six Siege times, or like early Rainbow Six days, when they were like already slopified, but still they were not as bad as today. Yeah, I would have to say back then that Ubisoft is still like my favorite, you know, the big company, you know, out of all of those, you know, if I have to like choose out of all of those bad choices, you know, if you have to choose one of those, I would still choose Ubisoft, because no, even though they like produce slop, but still sometimes they would like still make like an interesting game, right? Or like a quality game, like, you know, Anno or Prince of Persia, or even stuff like Watch Dogs was kind of cool sometimes, right? They have like cool ideas, or used to be. I mean, what other company would produce Rainbow Six Siege, right? Like, Activision wouldn't. They would never do it. But Ubisoft would, and they did. And it was quite nice. We need to make Rayman great again. Oh, yeah, that's true. That too. Yes, Ubisoft used to be so good back in the day. Like, so many quality games. And as I said, even when they were like slopified, there was still like more interesting than like literally everyone else in like the same pay grade. But yeah, unfortunately, it seems like they're fucked now. which is a shame. I just hope like the Anno guys, at the very least, if Prince of Persia guys, you know, get shafted, I assume they can get like, I don't know. I assume they can get work in this Expedition 33 guys or somewhere else, like, right? In the city. But yeah, I just hope the Anno guys are okay, because, you know, they're like a niche. They're like, I assume they're like a very niche part of the company, right? So I can assume they will have somehow manage to survive, because it would be like a real shame to lose Anno, like literally one of the last few remaining strategy giants, right? I mean, aside from Paradox, I think they literally may be the only one, aside from Paradox, when it comes to like these, you know, not too autistic, but still quite compelling strategy games. Yeah, they're like the only ones, unfortunately. And yeah, it is quite sad. So I just hope they can somehow survive. Because yeah, I think Prince of Persia guys are just fucked. There is, you know, Prince of Persia and Rayman guys, because the guys who made the last Prince of Persia game, they were the same guys who did the new Rayman games. And what can I say? New Rayman games were good, and Prince of Persia Metroidvania was also really, really good. But yeah, as I said, those guys can find work, I'm pretty sure. Those guys are like top of the line when it comes to animation and like 2D games. So I assume they can like find a job pretty easily, in like a WAC or somewhere. Oh god, I just found I just imagined a dark timeline in my head, right? Imagine, or like a monkey paw, or monkey's paw rather. Okay, so you have Anno, right? And Ubisoft basically dies and sells it off, and they sell it off to Paradox. Oh my god, that would be so bad. Imagine the DLCs. Oh god, I mean DLCs are already bad for Anno, but that would be much worse. Oh god, this is such a dark timeline. I don't want to think about this one. Because, you know, it can only be Paradox, to be honest, like realistically. I mean, I know there's the Stardock and there's Slytherin, but the Stardock is like very, very focused on a few series. And they're not as successful as Paradox. But you know, Slytherin is basically like a Paradox bad ending, right? Or it's like a bad ending for Paradox, when they like literally never came out of their niche. And because in case you don't know, Slytherin is like a publisher of games, right? Of like a strategy games mostly, and war games. Just like Paradox, but their games are usually much. I don't want to say they're like much lower quality, but they do look much cheaper. They have like much less budget to throw around. They're not like Paradox at all, and they're very expensive as well. That they do have in common though. But yeah, basically, yeah. When it comes to strategy, it's basically like Paradox, and then like very, very far from them is Slytherin and Stardock. And yeah, they won't be able to like pick up Anno, that's for sure. Jeez, unfortunate. I just hope those guys will survive somehow. They like weather the storm. Yeah, I think like Anno is like selling pretty well, right? Let me check on Steam. Yeah, it's not like a bestseller. It's like the fourth. Oh no, it actually is a top seller on Steam. Yeah, it is. It's like the very first game. It's higher than Black Ops 7 actually. That's pretty cool. Yeah, maybe they'll survive actually. Although we never know. It's not like it won't be the very first time when like a successful game, you know, like the developer makes a successful game, right? And then they get shafted. Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time, unfortunately. But yeah, I guess we'll see. But yeah, I really do want to play this new Anno game. Yeah, I guess I'll just cope with Anno 1800. Yeah, why not? Sounds good. I mean, I don't need a reason to play Anno 1800. It's always a good time. Sorry. Let me just get another sippy. Oh, what? We've been yapping for a long time, actually. But I guess I can still keep going. Yeah, I guess it's like a good test for the new mic, right? I think it's working generally. It's good to see that you guys are pleased with the quality. Yeah, we're improving. We're finally improving. It's the new age. And yeah, speaking about the new age, I've been thinking it's pretty good. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's good to hear because it's not like a expensive mic. Yeah, basically, yeah, I think I said it last time on stream, but I basically got a $20 coupon on my country's equivalent of Amazon, basically, or like an eBay rather. So I got like a coupon for this, and that mic itself was like, I don't know, like $80 or something. It's something about that. No, actually, the coupon was like for $40. It was even bigger. So I basically paid $20 with shipping for this entire new mic. And yeah, money well spent. Yeah, I had like I had like a good idea for this. Yeah, because yeah, I did find like a good offer for this mic, and I said check the reviews, and the reviews said that yeah, it is pretty good. It's like a pretty good budget option. So yeah, I did took a gamble. I have like no idea how it will go, but yeah, it's good to hear that it, like actually works well. That's good to hear. I do have to keep the options for filters both for my headset mic and for this new one. Well, you know, whenever I have to like go away to the second prison, maybe stream from there. But yes, it's good that it works well. It's good, but yeah, it's kind of a pain to like set it up properly. There will be certainly more audio stuff from now on until I figure it out. Or no, I'll just do what I usually do and just ignore it and hope people won't notice. That generally works pretty well, I have to say. Yeah. But yeah, I've been also like working a lot on other things. Yeah, I've been thinking, you know, I mean, this cell right here, this prison. Yeah, we've been here for like a year or so, right? We've been here for like a year since I made this version secure, and you know, I have to say this prison starts to stink a bit. It does get a bit stinky. There's like mold somewhere. Sometimes it's like hard to clean the dust and stuff like that. And I was thinking, you know, maybe some rebuild would be in order. Moldman. No, I'm not a moldman, unfortunately. I'm not as cool as him. You know, you have to admit, he with the power of his mold managed to single-handedly save games, possibly, and also destroy one of the biggest grifter on YouTube. So you know, my hats off to the mold. Hats off to the sheer power of the mold. I kneel. I kneel for sure. But yeah, I've been thinking about rebuilding it a bit. Make some new 3D models and stuff like that. Because yeah, I've been actually like 3D modeling a lot recently. I mean, aside from all that stuff from the reveal of you, and also like for the Halloween, and also like making my own stuff like with 3D. I like managed to like make a human recently, which doesn't look perfect, but it's like looks good enough actually. Maybe I'll actually use it for one of my games. But yeah, I'm still like trying to get a bit better still. But yeah, I've been like working a lot on 3D, and so I think I can like do like a nice do over here. And also I've been working on something else, something drawing related. And what can I say? It's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Now I just need to decide if I want to go ahead with like a less complete version of this drawing thingy, or should I just go full all out? Because yeah, going for like a good enough version was like my first thought what to do. But you know, I'm me. What am I doing? Why am I okay, yeah, it's good now. It's good. But yeah, basically, yeah, I want to do something that's good enough. But I'm stupid, so I decided, you know what? I'll do it. I'll go all out again. Why not? We're getting balls out on this one, which you know. Just because you put in effort doesn't always work. Like the Halloween streams, unfortunately, they didn't went so well. If I have to be like completely honest, which is a shame because I did work on it. But you know, it happens. It happens. It can like always work out. But yeah, But yeah, that kind of blackpilled me, to be honest, but now I think I have the energy again, so I'm trying again, basically. But yeah, as I said, it's mostly because I'm stupid. So yeah, there's still that. Also, now I just noticed, I think my mic is in mono. It's like not in stereo. Okay, that's strange. Well, it does sound good according to you, so maybe I should like try to fix it. Okay, so that's not in stereo. Actually, just noticed that. Yeah, that is strange. Fuck it. If it works, it works. But yeah, I don't know when I'll be able to show you that new thing I'm making. Probably not this year, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, maybe I'll have like something to show, but it won't be like finished yet, unfortunately. But yeah, next year for sure. Next year for sure. But and yeah, I do like working on it. Like this one's those rare cases when I like look at my art, and you know the more I look, I actually like it more and not dislike it more actually. So yeah, I'm having high hopes. It's looking well. It's looking well. You believe. Thank you. Thank you for believing in me, third party. It is quite appreciated. Thank you. But yeah, what else? What else? Do I have like any news? I think we should be like finishing up soon. Yeah, so yeah, for like 5 more minutes and then we can go for tonight. Yeah, as I said, maybe tomorrow I'll like stream a bit more. We like maybe stream Verho, this new Verho game. I don't know. I'm still thinking. I'm still like thinking if I want to. Yeah, I think this may be a good idea to rest, but my soul wants to stream, so I don't know what I will choose. I won't be there in the Sunday, most probably. I mean, I'm not sure yet, but I think I won't be streaming on Sunday, but tomorrow I may stream something. I don't know, I'll think about it. But yeah, a very important thing next week. There is a very important thing to say. Yeah, next week we're gonna have a collab in Heroes of Might and Magic 3 with many cool folks, including third party here. And yeah, it will be cool. It will be cool. Yeah, unfortunately we won't have like full 8 stack from what I've seen. Yeah, unfortunately we won't have all 8 guys. And Cyril. But we'll have 6 guys and Cyril. So yeah, it will be good. It will be good. Let's go, exactly. Exactly. Heroes 3 is such a good game, which actually like never played in multiplayer. I mean, I did in like hot seat, but like never through the internet. Which apparently the Heroes 3 HD mod, which we will use, basically like allows it. It basically like did what like Community for Worms did, which they basically like took over the servers for their game and just allow people to host it by themselves, which is really cool. Yeah, bless modders. It's because of the modders we still have like good things in this world, right? But it's like just so cool. It's just so good that such an old game has like a community like that still cares so much. I mean, it's mostly like in Eastern Europe, but still, it does work. It does actually work. So there is something. But yeah, as I said, next week we're going to play some Heroes. I think that would be fun. I have like no idea how to go because, as I said, I never played Heroes on the internet. But we'll see. We'll see. I do hope it will be fun. But yeah, I'm still like trying. Maybe I will manage to find a person for a free slot. I mean, it will be it will basically be free for everyone until we start the game, because you know you can't like, to my knowledge, you can't join the game. You can't either join or leave the game already in progress. I mean, you can leave, but then you will lose the game. Basically, you won't be able to come back. So yeah, that's a bit of a problem, unfortunately, with this game when it comes to collabing. It is a bit commitment heavy, unfortunately. But yeah, the game is really fun. It's one of my childhood games, and I love it so much. It's still so good. I still play it from time to time. But yeah, as I said, next week we will return to it. And this time with friendos. We have friends this time. Wow, friends. This is a rare thing to see here, right? Just kidding, just kidding. But yeah, I just noticed something as well. Actually, Half-Life is having this. I don't remember which one. I think it would be it's like 20 some. No, it's not 20th yet. Wait, hold on. I need to like actually. Yeah, sorry, I'm smooth brain. I need to like see with the calculator. Then 25 minus 1998. Yeah. Half-Life will be 27. Half-Life will be 27 next week. And you know, I want to like actually do something for it. You know, Half-Life is one of my favorite games. Although we probably won't be playing Half-Life though. But I do have like a cool idea for it, which I actually wanted to do on an anniversary of Orange Box, which unfortunately I wasn't able to stream on that day. But yeah, next week I have another chance, actually. That would be cool. And by the way, speaking of Heroes of Might and Magic 3, you don't suppose the factory faction is available? It actually is available. It actually is. Although I didn't want to like I didn't want the people to use the faction from the mod, because we will be playing with the mod. You know, to like have the parity. But yeah, it's mostly with the mod or with this mod, because you know you can like download this mod from GOG, right? And it's like already installed. And I basically did that to like make it easier for the collab mates to just, you know, install the game and just, you know, everything is already ready to play, basically. I didn't want them to, you know, do this whole install the game and then install the mod and do all that stuff to like make it work, which you know isn't hard, but you have to remember Ramnor is part of this collab. So yeah, that's why we're using the mod. But yeah, the faction will be available if you want to. Although I did want to avoid that, since I assume like most people would not be familiar with it, including me. I have like never played that mod before. I don't know. It kept like always missed me. I was like always fine with the actual game. Was kind of curious about the factory, but we'll go for one of the vanilla ones. I mean, if you want, then you can do it if you want. You know, it's not a problem. Let's just hope Ramon will remember to install the game. Yeah, I'll remind him. And Sarah will probably as well. Hold on. Okay, it will be fun, that's for sure. But yeah, also aside from that, next week we may try to do the Half-Life anniversary stream. Which, you know, it won't be playing Half-Life, but although it kind of will be. But you'll see, I have like a cool idea. I have like a very cool idea, as I said. I have it prepared for the Orange Box anniversary. But that didn't came to be. But yeah, now I have another chance. And it is actually a funny idea, so I will do it. Hopefully, maybe. I'll check the faction on your own eventually. All good. I mean, as I said, it's not a problem if you want to do it during the call. I mean, I assume most people. I think only Mog is like. I think only Mog and you and me is like experienced. Cyril played the second game, but never the third one. But yeah, basically, like, I think most people would be clueless, so, you know, it's okay if you want to do that. I don't assume it's like OP or something, you know? But yeah, I only saw like one let's play of someone playing this faction, and yeah, it does look interesting though. In case you guys don't know, the Forge faction is like was supposed to be a faction that was added in the first expansion to the game, but it was scrapped because people said people didn't like it from the previews because it was too sci-fi. Because, you know, they never played Might and Magic. They did play Heroes. Yeah, most people who played Heroes 3 like never played Might and Magic, so they don't actually know this game has like sci-fi elements to it. So yeah, basically they bitched about it, and then they changed to Conflux, which is like an elemental town. To put it, in the easiest term. The conflicts is like fine, but you know, not as cool as Forge. Secondaries, actually they are secondaries. Although now they're probably like primaries, because like yeah, no one remembers Might and Magic, unfortunately. Aside from Seth, right? He does remember. You think science fantasy is heavily underrated? That's true. That is right. I agree with that. Yeah, Forge is like really cool. Forge is like a really cool idea for a faction. And you know, I think like the sci-fi stuff is both in Might and Magic and also in Wizardry. Yeah, did you know Wizardry 7 was like a sci-fi game? Yeah, now you know. Now you know. You literally start Wizardry 7 in a spaceship. It's actually not a fantasy game. It's like a full sci-fi game. You just like go to ancient medieval sort of world, you know, in your spaceship. But yeah, sci-fi elements are like still there. You know, all the other fantasy stuff. Yeah, Wizardry is so good. Might and Magic also is so good. Yeah, those games were just, you know, they were like the primary choice for a reason. Those years ago. But yeah, we're out of time. We're out of time. Let's go and trade out. Yeah, I think the test of the mic was successful. Yeah, I think that was a successful test of that new mic. So yeah, I'm glad that you guys like it. I'm glad that you guys think it's okay, because yeah, I did have some problems with configuring it. But it's good to see that it actually like worked out in the end. So yeah, I'm glad. I mean, unless you guys are gaslighting me, then, but maybe just mock for the rate, of course. Yeah, of course. I have someone else in mind, but you know, we can always rate Mog. Oh yeah, I saw the game. I saw the game. Yeah, I saw the game before as well. I did see the title. Also, again, Mike sounds amazing. Oh, thank you. That's good. That's good. Yeah, unfortunately, it would be better if my speaking skills would be better, and you know, to like fit it. But you know, life is a journey of learning stuff all the time. Yeah, that was so deep and both also so janky. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you guys enjoyed today's yap, and also the plans we had. Because yeah, we have plenty of plans. Yeah, thank you for being here, third party. Thank you. Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out today. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you guys enjoyed a good yapping session. I think we should do, you know, zatsu dance and yappings more often. It's always fun. It's always fun to just, you know, just do nothing and yap all the time. It does. I mean, to be honest, like most of the streams, which are not streams by my friends, most of which you can see in the chat. But yeah, basically, like most streams I like listen to are like zatsu dance now when I play the game. And you know, it's like quite a comfy type of videos, you know. So you know, I'm always glad to provide something similar to give similar feelings that I have to other people. So thank you, Ken, for being here as well. Thank you. But yeah, thank you, third party. Thank you, Lawbringer. Thank you, Kenrin. And that's all. Thank you all for chatting. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. And as I said, maybe tomorrow I'll see you guys again. And we'll play some Verho. Probably not in the usual hours though. We'll probably do it just like I did last time for the Labyrinth of the Demon King. So that I think that was about like my noon. Yeah, I think that'll work. If I do stream tomorrow, then that's the time basically. But yeah, we're raiding Mog. He's playing the game called Rising Sun, which is actually a pun. I just noticed it's like a pun, and I am familiar with this game actually. I have not played myself, but I do know what this game is. It's kind of like an action game, right? It's like an action game with like swords, and yeah, it does look quite interesting. So yeah, let's see. Let's see how's Mog doing. How's good old Dino doing today? Which you know had like an amazing anniversary stream a few days back. So yeah, let's see how he's holding up after this. But yeah, there we go. Let's go and trade Mog. And I see you guys maybe tomorrow. And if not tomorrow, then next week probably? Yeah, like middle of the next week, but hopefully a bit earlier. Maybe even on Sunday, I don't know. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. See you later. See you soon. Bye. How about some more ASMR? Does like work this time? Yeah, I think this works. I think it's working. Anyway, I'm now taking your hand, right? I'm taking your hand and leading you to extreme. And I'm holding it like really tightly. Sing that. Right. Yeah, let's not do it again, okay? Let's not do it again, okay, bye.